Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. If anybody's not aware of this is a journey of investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMTLP and some issues with regard to a particular broker that is still alleged to be lending out shares. We're also going to be looking at clarification of an alleged increase in shares of Nexbridge Hydrocarbons to 500 billion. And we're also going to be doing an update on GNS and XOM. So stay tuned for that. So let's start with market news. So first headline is with regard to WTI. This is today jumped 2% as supply is tightening. So oil future prices are continuing to rise on Thursday after the Saudi Arabian Ministry of Energy announced it will extend the voluntary output cut of 1 million barrels per day to September. So in other news, we can see US initial jobless claims 227,000 above the expectation of 225,000 and previously it was 221,000. So not great news there. So let's now move on to news with regard to Exxon and ticker symbol XOM, and we can see there has been a significant insider trade. So we can see here Director Jeffrey Ubben has purchased 458,000 XOM shares for a total investment of $49 million. So we have seen a positive reflection in the share price, and this was also shared in our Discord. So ticker symbol XOM, in terms of a growth stock, this is one of the best stocks to hold, especially for the long term. So I am aware that many European investors have got significant concerns with regard to their holding of MMTLP in Trading 212. So I've just posted earlier for all the European investors, I'm looking to write a letter on behalf of all the European investors in Trading 212. And the focus in this letter is to address our concerns to Trading 212 about their lack of clarity and blatant disregard for our messages and requests for help. So I'm going to share details of this letter shortly, but if anybody out there who is in Trading 212 and is a holder of MMTLP, if you would like to be added, I will share details of this letter shortly, and if you want to be added to the letter, please add a comment in the either in the video below or also in the post on Twitter. So I am also going to be adding a Google form for more details for you to be for you to share, and I believe one of the reasons why I'm doing this, I believe there is more power in numbers. So this letter will be from everyone who wants to be added. So again, more details to come. Investors of other brokers, so if you're in other with concerns with other brokers such as Schwab or Fidelity, etc., obviously I will share the letter, and you are welcome to edit and send a similar letter as a group to your broker, and stay tuned for updates. So let's move on to the issue with regard to share lending. So shout out here to Mithan, who reached out to me by email, and he stated, I wrote on your YouTube regarding NXBR shares trading on Trading 212. Please see the attached screenshot. I looked at it this morning. I contacted Trading 212 and they replied that they will get back to me. So this is quite worrying. So this is the screenshot that Mitton sent to me, and at the top we can see confirmation share lending Nexbridge Hydrocarbon shares 56 units, and it looks like a figure there of €51.17. So that is quite concerning. So we are waiting for a response from Trading 212 on why this is happening. Is it a glitch? Is it the shares that were originally borrowed obviously prior to the U3 halt, or is this something that is going on right now in terms of something underhand? Let's now move on to have a look at the alleged increase in shares to 500 billion. So shout out here to Alan Hensley, who posted earlier, after another call to AST this morning, a supervisor told me the authorized share count is 500 billion. If you look closer, there is a dot 000. She said it's very hard to see on their computers if it is a dot or if it's a dot 000. Is this because they are dealing with fractional shares? So this did create a little bit of confusion in the community. So shout out here to Smokey, who reached out to John Berder to clarify obviously the confusion, and he stated here with regard to the alleged share increase and said it is a mistake and that would require shareholder approval, and hopefully that clears that up. So we did get a follow-up from Alan, and he stated again, the person spoke to me yesterday made a mistake, and anytime information is provided and it turns out to be incorrect, I always wanted people to have the most important information that was up to date, and he is now proving this as to be a correction. So it did create a little bit of drama, and obviously we have to forgive this as it was a mistake, and everybody is human and fallible, so no issues there whatsoever. So shout out here to Richard on a similar theme. He's talking about the unsettled share count of NextBridge Hydrocarbons at AST. Because of the need to make an informed decision, I will be sending a demand letter to AST requesting certain share counts, and if not provided with a short period, will initiate legislation, or shall we say litigation, in California to attempt to get a judge to order that disclosure. I will keep you updated. So special thanks and credit to Richard, who is obviously one of the outstanding members of the MMTLP community. Remember, everything he says is not legal advice with a K, and I think this is a good move here looking at AST, because they have not commented in terms of how many shares they've received, whether they're full, whether they're not full, and because I think information from them would really help our cause. And finally, I'd like to finish off by having a look at ticker symbol GNS. So shout out here to Roger James Hamilton, and his post was shared live in the Discord. And what he stated here, Singapore High Court has approved a $31 million GNS spin-off of Entrepreneur Resorts. The resulting dividend or share distribution to shareholders is greater than the GNS market cap. Share count will be announced shortly. So this is outstanding news. So let's have a look at the press release, and we can see here a headline here: Genius Group spin-off Entrepreneur Resorts Limited approved by Singapore Court. So a leader in entrepreneur edtech and education announces that the Singapore court has approved the spin-off of Entrepreneur Resorts. The court hearing took place in Singapore. In terms of details in terms of the timeline, the record date and share distribution date, that is going to be provided to the shareholders once the process is finalized. So we don't have that yet. So let's have a look at the share price and how it reacted. So we can see it was trading earlier around about 55 cents, and at one point it went up in excess of 90 cents, and at one point it was up I think in excess of 60%. So we can also see at time of editing it has come down sharply. So again, always good to either average down or take profits, especially if you just recently invested in GNS. I think long term it is down significantly from its recent highs. So this news, which is positive, will hopefully obviously once we get those dates and once we get those announcements, will lead to a strong bounce back in the share price. Finally, if you'd like to join us in our Discord and also receive our daily stock alerts as well as our weekly watch list and also take part in our live trading discussions, you can join us. Details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.